Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel, and today I would like to chat about an important but sensitive topic, which is miscarriage. Now, for many of us it is out of our control, but there is some evidence that nutrition can play a role in reducing the risk through helping us with the foundations of a healthy early pregnancy. And if there is anything I know about the clients that I work with, nutrition can give us that sense of something that we can control when we have experienced miscarriage in the past. In this video, I'll break down the role of nutrition in miscarriage prevention or risk reduction, some foods that you can include in your diet, and practical strategies that have some research behind them, and what you can get started with today to include in your diet. Before we dive into the nutrition, let's just take a moment to understand the factors that do cause miscarriage. Miscarriage can happen for a host of reasons, some that we do know and some that we don't, but the most common causes of miscarriage in the first trimester include chromosomal abnormalities in the first trimester. There's also maternal age being a huge risk factor, where we see the risk of miscarriage jumping significantly once a woman is over the age of 40, and lifestyle factors such as smoking, alcohol, and poor nutrition. So today we're really focusing on that nutrition element that can increase your risk of miscarriage. While not every miscarriage is preventable, research does show that a healthy, balanced diet can significantly reduce the risk. And that's what I want to focus on today, supporting and nourishing your body from that 2-week wait through the first trimester to help reduce your risk of miscarriage. Now, let's dive into some key nutrients that have some research behind reducing the risk of miscarriage, and then I'm going to highlight one study which is a research paper that focused on the different food groups and the relative risk that each of those brought with reducing miscarriage risk. First, folate. There's no surprises here that folate is important for early pregnancy, and in particular its crucial role in reducing the risk of neural tube defects, and as a result it also can help reduce the risk of miscarriage because of that crucial role that it plays for DNA synthesis and repair, especially in early pregnancy. It also can help regulate homocysteine levels, which is related to inflammation in the body, and that is how it can be linked to your miscarriage risk. And this is where often an important test, if you are experiencing recurrent miscarriages, can be to see if you have a gene variotype, which makes it more difficult for you to absorb and utilize folic acid, and this is called the MTHFR gene. And I'll link a little bit more about that in the description below. So some practical foods that you can add in to boost your folate include foods like dark leafy green vegetables, legumes, fortified cereals, and also this is where taking your prenatal is important, and including a source of that methylated folate as part of your prenatal in case you do have that gene variotype, or if you have a known gene variotype. Next on the list is iron. Now there is links with severe iron deficiency anemia and an increased risk of miscarriage. So this in particular, we just want to make sure that your deficiency is corrected, and this will help prevent that relatable risk. Iron's role is that it supports oxygen transport and helps with immune function as well. Focus on foods like red meats, even organ meats if you can stomach them. Again, the dark leafy greens, legumes, other iron fortified foods. Or if you are deficient, we want to correct that deficiency before starting to try for pregnancy if possible. There are some studies that the vitamin niacin or vitamin B3 can also help to reduce your risk of miscarriage if you are not getting enough. The good news is most prenatal vitamins have a significant amount in them now, so this is great. And what they found, let me just get this right, I'm just going to read this, is that certain birth defects that prevent cells from generating energy and organs from normally developing have been found to be corrected with a niacin supplement in research. And niacin is most commonly found in animal products, mushrooms, green peas, brown rice. Not directly related to miscarriage, but omega-3 fatty acids, which we normally find in those oily fishes, is connected to supporting placental health, reducing inflammation, and improving overall pregnancy outcomes. So this is where this could also help with that early pregnancy health, reducing inflammation, and that feeds also into having some antioxidant rich foods, because we want to reduce oxidative stress in the body, which can harm the cells of early pregnancy. And this is why you find that, say, your smoking and alcohol intake increase your miscarriage risk, because they are a pro-inflammatory toxin that you're putting into your body. So interestingly, there's no particular specific dietary pattern or diet that reduces your risk of miscarriage, and this was found in some research led by Dr. Chung, which I will pop in the description below. The overall picture was that diets high in antioxidant rich foods and low in processed pro-inflammatory foods was linked to a reduced risk. And a very interesting finding was that diets high in processed foods was shown to double miscarriage risk. So just a little reminder that if we can, if possible, taking it back to basics and preparing our food a little bit more, it will go a long way in helping out early pregnancy health. Now that we know which nutrients are important for reducing our risk, how do we apply this to our everyday life? So some research found, it was a research paper looking at a number of studies, found that those who had a high fruit intake compared to those who had a low fruit intake, so we're thinking about, this is comparing the odds between two different spectrums, but those with a high fruit intake had a 61% reduced risk of miscarriage, and those with a high vegetable intake had a 41% reduced risk. And then there was also some reduced risks for dairy, whole grains, seafood, and eggs at a lower amount. While nutrition isn't a guarantee to preventing miscarriage, it is a powerful tool that we can utilize to have some control in our everyday life by focusing on a nutritionally dense diet in the early stages of pregnancy. You know, you're setting yourself up and your baby up for a healthy pregnancy. And if you have experienced a miscarriage, know that it's not your fault. There are so many factors out of your control. I just wanted to highlight just a few things nutritionally, just to give you a bit of power back to have in your tool kit to have something to control. Thank you so much for watching. If you found this video helpful, please subscribe for more fertility, pregnancy and motherhood videos. And if you have any more questions about this topic, please don't hesitate to ask below. Until next time, take care of yourself and I'll see you in my next video.